Hello and good evening and welcome to Round Rock, Texas as OKC Comets baseball is on the air here on 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com or anywhere on your mobile device with the free iHeartRadio app. Daniel Vole is here at Del Diamond in Round Rock, Texas. Producer and engineer back in our 1340 studios is the YouTuber. Comets and the Express for the second and final time between these two teams. Comets 24-15. The Express is 23-16.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Action out of the AAA Pacific Coast League in this one. It's the Oklahoma City Comets and the Round Rock Express.
Two teams that are fighting for first place premises.
Ladies and gentlemen, go! First pitch coming your way next.
Yep, going to be a fun game here today. First of a final meeting between these two here in Round Rock.
And today's starting pitcher, David Buchanan. You can see from the numbers that he's done a good job limiting opposing
is the pitcher for the Express. 1.21 whip, 3 ERA, 39 strikeouts, 9.6% walk.
He'll do well if he can execute like that in this one. Ready to go. Stepping to the plate
Josue De Paula.
Josue De Paula.
And the first pitch of the night for David Buchanan is called for a strike. We're underway here at 7:05. Final meeting between these two teams here in Round Rock. They will meet in Oklahoma City later in the year as that swung on a miss for strike two. Let's see, David Buchanan has had 39 pitches, 14 runs, 13 earned on 32 hits, 15 walks, 39 strikeouts. Opponent's just batting .253 against lefties, .200 against righties. It is cloudy here in Del Diamond. 65 degrees, cloudy skies. 9 miles an hour blowing in from right field. Ricky Holiday is on plate umpire. Gerald Parker at first. Matthew Ross at second. Dave Lawrence is who? Swing and a miss, strike three. De Paula strikes out to begin the ball game here tonight for the Express.
Aaron Bracho.
267 average for Aaron Bracho, 6 homers, 16 RBIs, switch hitter batting left. First pitch for Buchanan. Here's a fly ball to deep right field. This ball is heading off the top of the wall, second, and he'll get a double for the Comets.
He needed that base hit. Got the center cut fastball and
now bring up David Bodie. I was going to have Senor Sean in the game, but as I'm taping this at like 1-something in the morning, he's already asleep.
Coming up to the dish for Oklahoma City.
We'll have him at some point during the series. David Bodie, 262 average, 6 homers, 11 RBIs, batting right. First pitch in a minute, strike one. Both teams split the 6-game set the first time these two teams met here at Del Diamond.
And that one fouled off.
They will meet in Oklahoma City later this year. That is fouled away. Comets just finished a 12-game homestand with El Paso and Albuquerque. That swung on a miss for strike three for the second out.
Next up for the Comets,
Ryan Ward is up, 240 average, 5 homers, 18 RBIs.
Contact lately, averaging 2 wins per game in the last 10.
It's called for a strike. Comets in their grays, OKC in blue letters with the light blue outing, and the Comet C.
Second, 2 down.
C looking like a Comet on the left side. Red numbers on the front right, white, blue numbers on the back. Gray pants, as that's fouled away. Blue hats, light blue brims, with a Comet C hit by a baseball on the front.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
As that is fouled away. Round Rock in their home whites, expressed across the front in Navy script letters. Navy numbers, red numbers on the front left. Red numbers on the back, Navy letters on the back.
Fights it off,
as that's fouled away. White pants, Navy hats, and brims. These two teams met earlier in April. Both teams, as I said, split the 6-game set as that swung on a miss for strike 3 to end the top of the first. No runs, a hit, and a runner left. We go to the bottom of the first. It is no score.
Great job to get out of the jam.
As we go to the bottom of the first,
welcome back.
Bobby Miller.
Bobby Miller. Here's the scouting report. Quite the strikeout to walk ratio he's posted this season.
He's only had 2 decisions. He's had 6 no decisions for Bobby Miller. Nick Ahmed is up. See what he can do tonight. Miller's first pitch of the night. Here's the fly ball to left field. Forgot to go over the stats for Bobby. Let me start that over. Forgot to go over stats with hold on, let me look. Who's the batting order? Nick Ahmed, that's who it was. Before I forget. Nick Ahmed. 302 average. 1 homer, 7 RBIs.
Nick Ahmed.
As Aline has got it, will make the catch for the first down at the bottom of the first.
So
Trevor Hauer. 310 average, 4 homers, 27 RBIs, batting left. First pitch for Miller. Down low, ball 1. Acquired from the Yankees, 3 in 2021. Next pitch is outside.
Is part of why he's been so hot lately. He's forcing pitchers to come to areas where he can do damage.
That's high, ball 3. Alan Trejo on deck.
And that's
ball 4. First walk for the Comets tonight. Walks have been an issue, as here's Alan Trejo. That swung on a miss, and that's going to be a wild pitch.
And now a man in scoring position.
So they give up the walk, and that's now a wild pitch. Next pitch for Miller. There's a line drive to right field. That's going to be a base hit. And they are going to cut the walk. Good one out. First hit for the Express tonight. That's been a problem in this series when they first met earlier in April. And then here comes the dangerous Justin Foscue. As that's a slider for ball 1. 267 average for Foscue, 5 homers, 20 RBIs. Round Rock coming off a series against El Paso. Swinging a miss on a fastball for strike 1.
Hauer, the runner at third. Trejo over at first with 1 away.
Next pitch. Swinging a miss on a four-seam fastball for strike 2. As I mentioned, final meeting between these two teams here in Round Rock. They will meet in Oklahoma City, as that's now called for strike 3 for the second out.
That's an opportunity.
First strikeout for Bobby tonight.
A ground ball probably brings in a run and gives them the lead. Now they need a base hit instead if they want to move ahead. Now up, Luis Mieses.
Luis Mieses. 281 average, 3 homers, 18 RBIs. Need to make sure to pronounce his name. Mieses.
Runners at the corner posts with 2 away. And it's
swing and a miss. Way outside for strike 2. Next pitch. That's a ground ball for a base hit, and the Express gets an RBI single for Mieses, and it's 1-0 Round Rock. That's been the problem with the Comets, is they really just don't play good against the Express.
for the Express, Josh Hatcher.
And now bring up Josh Hatcher. That's called for a strike.
Real damage early on and keep him on the defensive. They need to put the pedal to the metal.
215 average, 4 homers, 10 RBIs. Batting left, excuse me. Miller's next pitch. Outside ball 1. Swing and a miss on a curve for strike 2. Next pitch. There's a fly ball to left field. Aline is under it. Will make the catch. Now we're in the inning. A run on 2 hits and 2 left as we go to the second. Comets trail 1-0.
With attractive interest rates and friendly staff, Mid-South Electronic Credit
254 average, 4 homers, 13 RBIs for
Spencer.
Dalton Rushing.
Top half of the second from Round Rock to the right side, and that's just
Fouled away.
Rushing will handle the catching in this one.
2 for 4 with 2 singles on Sunday at home against Albuquerque.
Kicks and delivers.
Here's the next pitch. Way outside. Express lead at 1-0 in the second. Way outside.
That one
Fouled away. Now it's even at 2-2.
Pitching there, putting it a bit up and in on his hand so he can't extend for more power.
Next pitch.
Swing and a miss. Chases
Strike 3 for the first, and there's the first out.
Away on a drop third strike. So digging in,
Cody Hosey.
In the air to center.
Hosey's stats didn't even get to go over it. 233 average, 1 homer, 7 RBIs, batting right as that's popped up.
Pulls it down, 2 gone
Makes the catch for the second.
Digging in for the Comets.
Chris Newell, 173 average, 2 homers, 5 RBIs, batting left. Buchanan's first pitch.
Swing and a miss.
Strike 1.
2 outs, bases empty. Not close with that one, but still chase. That's a strike. Not sure what was discussed in the hitters' meeting before this game. They're swinging at just about anything. Next one misses. Now 1-2. On 0-2, hitters are often expecting a curveball out of the zone. Nice job to anticipate and lay off it. This pitch popped up. Settles under it. And that's that.
That's the inning.
3 up.
1, 2, 3, go the Comets. We go to the bottom of the second. They still trail 1-0. Dustin Harris, Kevin Pillar, Cooper Johnson due up for the Express.
Digging in, Dustin Harris.
That's called for a strike on the 2-seam fastball. 3 stolen bases for Dustin Harris. And 286, 4 homers, 13 RBIs, batting left. Miller's next pitch.
Ball 1.
Low. That's inside ball 1. 1-1.
And the count.
That's fouled away. 1-0 Express here in the second.
Gets a piece, stays
Fouled away. Comets trail 1-0 here in the second. As that's fouled away. Series opener between these two teams.
1-2 pitch.
There's the 1-2.
Got the hitter
Swing and miss, strike 3. On a 4-seam fastball, another strikeout for Bobby Miller. 1 away here in the second.
And now the center fielder, Kevin Pillar.
Now the dangerous hitter, Kevin Pillar, is now up. Check swing for a strike. 275 average, 4 homers, 18 RBIs, batting right. Miller's next pitch.
Next pitch.
Check swing for a strike. Next pitch.
Punches that
Fouled
one away
away.
with 2 strikes. Now here's the 0-2.
Next pitch for Miller.
Gets a piece
That
there.
is
We'll
fouled
do it again.
away. 1-0 E-Train in the second. Popped up.
On the right side.
Rushing is going to be under it, right near the Round Rock dugout. Will make the catch for the second out. Excuse me. I'll bring up Cooper Johnson.
Cooper Johnson.
2.83 average, no homers, 5 RBIs. Batting right. First pitch for Bobby Miller. Excuse me. That's inside for strike 1. Next pitch. There's a fly ball to deep right center field. DePaula going back, and it will make the catch to end the inning. 1, 2, 3, go the Express as we go to the third. It is 1-0 Express over the Comets.
All set for the start of this inning.
Jordan Thompson.
For Oklahoma City, Jordan Thompson.
He got called up from AA Tulsa. First pitch for Buchanan. There's a line drive to left center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Here comes the throw to second. It will not be in time. It's a double for Jordan Thomas. Welcome to Oklahoma City, Jordan Thompson.
That was as textbook a double as you'll see. Flicked that one into the gap, turned to the corner, and hustled in for the extra base knock.
Really played good for AA Tulsa.
And the next batter, Bubba Aline.
Bubba Aline, 0.71 average, 1 homer, 1 RBI, batting left. First pitch. That's fouled away. Just trying to get used to playing for Oklahoma City for Chris Aline.
Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss.
Strike 2. There's a blooper to left center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And that will score a run by Thompson. It's an RBI single for Aline, his second with Oklahoma City, and we are tied at 1. And the Express have never played with faced off against Jordan Thompson or Bubba Aline or Chris Aline. So a couple of players stepping up now bring up Poscoy de Paula.
Struck out swinging in the first AB.
Batting left, first pitch. That is fouled away. Struck out his first time up. Just trying to get in the gel. Tied at 1 here in the third.
Go ahead, run it first. Nobody out. Here's the pitch. Runner is on the go. That one
fouled away. Yeah, Buchanan's never faced off against those players. Oh, he hit him.
Well, it was a 2-strike count, but a hit.
Knew that was going to happen, and now they'll bring up Aaron Broncho, switch hitter batting left. So a hit batter.
Nobody out. The defense will need to be sharp here. Runner takes off for third. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Tied up here early in the ballgame.
Next pitch for Buchanan.
Strike 2.
That's strike 2.
And now you have to shorten up and just find a way to put it in play. Maybe going to have to fight 1 or 2 off. That one almost got the batter. That'll back him up a bit. To third, tag, out.
But they get the steal at second.
And the 1-2. Runner on the move again. Swings and misses for strike 3.
And that one, the third.
That ends the inning. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. All square now.
1 run, 1 hit. None left. We go to the bottom of the third. It is 1-1.
Bottom of the inning, here's the shortstop at the plate.
Bobby Miller back on the mound. 31 pitches so far for Nick Ahmed. And missed strikes one on the fastball.
99. Now this is lifted to center.
And the follow out the plate on the bounce for a base hit.
Little flare behind second base, and that's where hitters will just start saying prayers to whatever deity they can think of to let that off-balance speed. There's one.
Second to one, throw the first in time. 6-4-3 double play, and there's two quick outs.
Next is the designated
Good quick double play.
1-for-1 with a
Alan Trejo.
This one is labeled. That one hops the wall. Now he turns for second. The throw in. And it's a 2-out double.
Yep, they said.
He's already 2 for 2 with a single and a double, and moseying right along to set up a chance at the cycle. Stepping to the plate for Round Rock, Justin Foscue.
That's fouled away for Foscue. Struck out his first time out for Justin Foscue. Swing and a miss on a curveball for strike 2. Next pitch for Miller. With the ground ball, Thompson is under it. He'll throw the first. Now in the inning, no runs, a hit, and a runner left. We go to the fourth. It is 1-1 tie. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for the Express. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Comets. The Indian Royals here at Dell Diamond in Round Rock, Texas. Producer and engineer, the YouTuber, back in our 1340 studios in Oklahoma City. First pitch for Buchanan. Going to miss strike 1. Way outside, ball 1.
Swing and a miss out front that time.
Yep, that's ball 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch for Buchanan.
Next pitch
Low ball
downstairs.
2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Next pitch.
This one
Here's a blooper to right field. That's going to get down for a base hit.
And the leadoff hitter aboard.
Now back, the first baseman, Ryan Ward.
Now we'll bring up Ryan Ward at the dish.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Ryan Ward. Struck out swinging the first time. Off the plate, ball 1.
Outside ball 1.
Fly ball to left, down the line.
And that's going to get
And
fouled.
that is a foul ball.
Tied at 1 here in the 4th. Here's the next pitch. Way outside for ball 2. Yeses. I'm trying to make sure to pronounce his name correctly.
That misses
Low
the
ball
zone.
3. That will bring up
Now,
Dalton Rushing on deck.
Dalton Rushing waits on deck.
Comets have got a runner at first, trying to not waste this opportunity. Next pitch.
That's a strike.
That's called for a strike.
Runner at first, nobody out.
Next pitch for Buchanan.
Chases that one out.
Swing and a miss. Could have been ball 4 if he didn't swung at that. Instead, it's the first out of the 4th.
Digs in now. 0 for 1 so far.
It's a line drive to left field. That's going to be a base hit. Going to go all the way to the wall.
Headed for the plate. The relay.
It's a double for Dalton Rushing, and the Comets take the lead at 2-1.
Big swing of the bat, driving in the run with the 2-bagger. That's some textbook batting. Found a pitch in the heart of the zone, held back just a hair longer, and then he stepped through it and ripped it the opposite way.
Definitely a big one for Dalton rushing.
One out, runner at second base. And here
I'll bring
is
up Cody Hosey. First pitch. It's called for a strike. Blew out of his first time up.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
That's called for a strike.
One out with a runner at second. And a pop-up in foul
That's
territory.
popped up in foul territory. Catcher's going to be under it. We'll make the catch for the second out.
Nice high fastball to get the pop out. Hitter looked like he was right on it, but that late velocity and hop got him swinging underneath.
Chris Newell popped out his first time out, batting left.
Chris Newell, the next to hit. Popped out the first time.
Halfway to 100 for Buchanan. Here's his 51st pitch.
In for a strike.
Called for a strike. Chris Newell, 176 average with runners in scoring position.
Late swing.
That's fouled away. Next pitch.
Next offering misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
It's a ball.
Runner at second, 2 down.
Next pitch.
This one high in
There's
the
a
air,
line drive to
center.
left field. It's getting deep. Center fielder going to make the catch doing the fourth. Top of the fourth. But an RBI single for Dalton rushing and run on 2 hits and a runner left. We go to the bottom of the fourth.
2-1 ball game.
Comets now lead 2-1.
Welcome back. The Express at the dish in the bottom of the fourth. Here in Round Rock, you
They'll bring up
absolutely
Luis
gotta get
Mieses.
the Migas breakfast tacos at the concession stand. I don't care if it's 7 p.m. Get the breakfast tacos. Thank me later.
Next pitch.
That one finds the zone. And
It's
the
a
count,
strike.
1-1.
1-1 to Mieses. Miller's next pitch.
There's a strike.
Strike 1, 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
First, Bobby will pitch in the series finale on Sunday. That's fouled away.
And again on 1 and 2.
Next pitch. That's a ground ball. That's a base hit.
The tying run is aboard. He was all over that one. That one was right down the middle, and he regretted it as soon as it left his hand. Next up for the Express, Josh Hatcher.
Like I said, it'd be the final time these two teams will play here in Texas before they will meet in Oklahoma City.
Here comes the 1-0.
That's called for a strike.
1-1.
Mieses on at first, no outs. And swing.
Strike
I don't
2.
know how you catch up to that
1
one.
ball, 2 strikes.
One-two offering. Double play ball to second. There's
Yep.
one. Over to first.
First, not in time.
Now batting, third baseman, Justin.
Comets will head home to take on Sacramento, the AAA parent club of the San
Coming up to the
Francisco
dish for Round
Giants,
Rock, Dustin Harris, 0 for 1, struck out swinging last time.
before they
Definitely
head
wants
off to
avoid
take
hitting
on
an
the
easy bouncer here.
Aviators.
A grounder in the infield should be an inning-ending double play. And The strike zone.
Next three opponents will be the first meetings ever. Sacramento, Las Vegas, and Reno.
And that
That's called for a strike.
Wouldn't be surprised to see the runner break from first, trying to stay out of the double play. And that's outside. Runner at first, one
Round Rock will see Oklahoma City in June. We will see these guys June the 17th in Oklahoma City.
Fights that one off.
That's fouled away. That's before the Comets get ready to fly out to Sacramento at Sutter Health Park, which we are going to Sutter Health Park. We're not going to a fictional ballpark, because that's called for strike 3 for the second out.
That is a critical call right there, and the pitcher is fully aware he got lucky. That umpire knows there will be some commentary coming his way from the dugout after that called third strike. Digging in for the Express, Kevin Pillar. First time up was a pop-out.
Kevin Pillar, who popped up his first time out.
The 0-1.
Next pitch. That's fouled away.
Oh, 0-2, and the delivery. Gets him
That's called for strike 3 to end the fourth.
Third strike to end the inning.
No runs a hit. Yep, no runs a hit and a runner left. Go to the fifth. Comets lead 2-1. Now bring up Jordan Thompson, who doubled his first time up, batting right.
Stepping in, Jordan Thompson.
First pitch.
That one not close.
Sign ball
and
one.
That's ball one. The pitcher's approaching him much more cautiously after he gave up the double the first time around. Late swing.
That's fouled away. Next pitch.
Not even close.
Inside ball 3. Chris Saline on deck. With his second RBI tonight. Or on the year. Next pitch. Ooh, fouled away. Nearly hit the Comets dugout there. That was about to be ball 4. Instead, that was a foul ball.
Into center.
There's a blooper to center field. Going to be down for a base hit.
That one was way in on the hands. He did a great job to pull them in and get enough barrel on the ball to push it back through the middle for a hit.
Now bring up Chris Saline. As you look at a replay, yep, that was a bloop single. You would see that at like Sacramento, Las Vegas, Albuquerque, but not here at Round Rock.
Nobody out and a runner at first. Pitcher will want to keep this on the ground for the double play. Bash down the right side, but foul.
Two to 1. Comets here in the fifth. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts on Sunday for Chris Saline against Albuquerque.
Cuts on it and
So
misses.
strike 3.
Picks up the 7th strikeout of the ball game.
1 away in the fifth.
Here's the center fielder.
And so Swayde Paula was hit by a pitch. Cannon's really struggling at 63. Here's the 64. He swung on a mitt, strike 1. 2 for 5 with a homer on Sunday for DePaula, which was a walk-off win against Albuquerque.
0-1 now. Nope.
Inside ball 1.
Thompson leading off of first with 1 out.
Let's lead 2 to 1.
That's a ball.
Now low ball 2. So that's 2 straight balls. The expressive pitch to DePaula. Next pitch. Fouled away.
The 2-2.
That's swung on a miss, strike 3. And that's going to be a wild pitch.
Scoring position.
The batter,
So a strikeout and a wild pitch, and there's now 2 away here in the 5th.
Manager out of the dugout, time to make a
That'll
change.
be it.
David Buchanan won't go any further. Leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on, and we'll be back in a minute.
A little surprised they're taking David Buchanan out of this game. But remember, he will pitch on Sunday in the series finale.
Comes the right-hander, number 33,
Dave Dunning.
second to deal with. Here's the second
Bring up
baseman,
Aaron Broncho.
1 for 2.
2-1 Comets here in the 5th. Dunning's first pitch. Ground ball, that's going to be a base hit.
Runner around third. Scores with ease. It's an
RBI single for Aaron Broncho, and it's 3-1 Comets here in the 5th.
Clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Great bat control there.
That was good for Broncho.
And kept it fair. That's clean hitting.
And past the third baseman for a base hit, so that'll be a run charge for the starter. Comets lead now 3-1.
A little out front there,
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Action in the bullpen. Person Garabito preparing to come on if needed. Hauser also getting ready. We're in the top of the 5th inning. 1 run in the inning so far.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. That will end the inning. But the Comets get a run on a couple of hits and a runner left.
And this is now a 3-1 ball game.
Halfway through, Comets lead 3-1.
We're back here at the ballpark. I'm Ben Gelman, glad to have you with me. And set to get us started in the bottom of the 5th, Cooper Johnson.
I'm Ben Gilman, glad to have you with me. Yes, I would love to be Ben Gilman. But it's not like the same announcers over and over again. Miller's first pitch. Outside ball 1. 5 runs scored for Cooper Johnson. Here's the next pitch. That's down low.
2-0.
Blew out his first time up. Pitch.
Just missed.
That's low, ball 3. Nick Ahmed on deck.
Taking all the way. We'll see if he can find the zone.
Rio.
That one misses.
That's ball 4. Second walk for Bobby Miller tonight.
And now the shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
Nick Ahmed is up 1 for 2 with a single tonight. But he lined out in the first.
After walking
for a strike.
he just reached back for some extra velocity and pumped that fastball by for a strike. That's a good way to reset after giving up the free pass. Here's the 0-1 pitch. I'm not sure his brain processed that pitch in time. That was some serious cheese inside.
Yes, it was.
City up by 2. Bottom half of the 5th. On the ground.
That's a ground ball, and that's fouled away.
Inside conscious now, and maybe the pitcher will target the outer half of the plate. Now the 1-2 pitch.
It's outside for him. Final line on the Round Rock starter, which is David Buchanan. 4 2/3, 3 runs, 6 hits, no walks, 8 strikeouts.
Swings and misses.
They're going to strike 3. 1 away in the 5th.
Stepping to the plate. For Round Rock, Trevor Hauver.
Trevor Hauver.
Hit on the ground, might be
That's a
two.
ground ball to the shortstop, second for one. Throw to first.
And that'll do it
In
for the
time to end the
inning.
inning. No runs
Nothing
a hit,
doing here
none
in this
left. We
half
go
of
to
the
the
inning,
sixth.
and
The
we're through
Comets
5
lead
innings.
3-1.
Comets out in front, 3-1. On to the top half of inning number 6. And now the first baseman,
Covering up Ryan Ward, 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts.
That's in there. Strike one.
Called for a
Activity in the
strike.
bullpen. Jesse Chavez getting loose out there.
Warming up in the Express bullpen. Nothing going on in the Comets bullpen.
That one missed.
That's inside.
Yep, definitely missed. Next pitch.
Now this is lifted to center. It falls in, and that's a knock. Runner aboard on the leadoff single.
Sorry about that. That's a base hit. I was getting ready to say that. I told my
Dalton rushing.
ES5 to say to interrupt. They just disabled commands.
Swings and pulls it foul to the
Fouled
right side.
away. Comets' 8th hit on the year.
The 0-1 offering. And a base
That's
hit
a
right
line
there.
drive. That's a base hit.
Lead runner holds up there.
9th hit for the Comets tonight.
Back-to-back singles. Not much to quibble with on that swing. He had everything going in the right direction and barreled it up for a liner into center. Nice rip. And now it's going to be Cody Hosey.
Bring up Cody Hosey. Comets have not had a bases hit so far.
The 0-1.
Next pitch.
Swing and a
And
miss.
strike
That
2.
sinking fastball looks really
400
hit
with
out of
runners
the
in
hand,
scoring
but the
position
weight
for
movement
Cody
just makes
Hosey.
it dive under the bat. The next offering misses.
That's outside, ball 1.
On the ground, 2-ball.
That's ground ball to
Feed to
second for
one.
1. Throw to first in time for a double play.
Looks smooth and simple, but it's anything.
5-4-3 double play, but the runner will advance to third. Problem is, there's only 2 away in the inning.
Now it's the right fielder, Chris Newell.
First pitch. Outside, ball 1. Popped out his first time up in the second. Flew out in the fourth. Next
Fouled
pitch.
off. He was late.
Yep, fouled away.
The 1-1 offering.
No,
Pitch.
that's down.
That's down low. Next pitch.
Got the bat
Swing and a
going
miss,
too soon
strike
there.
2.
It's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Comets not trying to not waste this opportunity, if you ask me.
Foul ball, another
Fouled
2-2
away.
upcoming. 2 outs with a runner at third.
Yep.
Pitch misses.
Outside ball 3.
Jordan Thompson.
Jordan
in the
Thompson on
circle.
deck. Hoping to keep this inning going for the Comets.
Payoff pitch. Swing, soft line drive.
A ball over the
Throw
first.
to first.
Comets get a couple of hits, but
so it's no runs,
don't score. No runs, 2 hits, and a runner left who go to the bottom of the inning.
As we approach the bottom of
It
the
is
sixth.
now
Oklahoma City
3-1 still.
3-1. Home half of the sixth. Now, Alan Trejo.
Alan Trejo.
With the two-seamer in there, that sets up the pitcher to throw him the slider away. That's a lot of territory he's got to cover at the plate.
Here is 6.
That's ball 2.
That's ball. Walks haven't been an issue for the Comets, so that's good. Here's the next pitch.
And that one hit 97 on the gun. The hitter's probably feeling a bit confused. The pitcher went inside twice, then he went outside. Good job mixing locations. And it's even up.
Called for a strike.
2-2 to count.
Lifted in the air, right field. And there's one away.
Yep, one away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Justin.
And now, Justin Foscue. Next one's fouled back. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
It's in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Miller's next pitch.
Battling here, fouls
That's
it away.
fouled away.
The Express down by a pair. Here in the bottom of the 6th.
Justin Foscue is 0 for 2 tonight.
They try to get a chase
Down
on the
low
slider
ball
down
2.
and away.
Strikeout in the first, ground out in the third for Justin Foscue. Had a good series against the El Paso Chihuahuas, as that's way outside for ball 3. Luis Mieses on deck. 3-2. Swing and a miss for a strike 3 fastball, and there's 2 away in the 6th.
Coming up to the dish for
There's
round
Luis
one,
Mieses. Single in the first, single in the fourth, which brought the RBI, or it got an RBI in the first, single in the fourth.
Ball 1.
Tie ball
Action in
1.
the pen down there. Zach Jackson, the right-hander with big strikeout stuff, getting fired up. Garcia warming up as well. 2 outs, bases empty.
Next pitch.
And another ball.
Ball 2. Comets lead 3-1 here in the 6th.
Off the mark there. 3 balls, no strikes.
That's
Josh
ball
Hatcher
3.
up next.
Josh Hatcher on deck.
Two
Next
outs
pitch.
and nobody aboard. And that
It's in the
is gonna
dirt,
bring
ball
the
4.
tie
Third
to the
walk
plate.
tonight for
Now batting, first baseman, Josh Hatcher.
Next up for the Express, Josh Hatcher. Now a fly ball to right
that's
center.
ground.
Newell
Fly ball to
on
right
to the
field.
gap.
Newell's
There to
under
make
it,
the
makes
catch.
catch in the inning. No runs a hit, no runner left.
So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We're through 6
Yeah,
full
the
innings.
7th.
Oklahoma City with the lead, 3-1.
3 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Comets. 1 run, 5 hits, no errors for the E-Train. The Royals here at
Welcome back. We're
Round
in the
Rock,
7th
Texas.
inning, and we have a new pitcher on the
Jesse
mound.
Chavez.
Jesse Chavez. This game is still pretty tight, so he has to give the bats a chance and keep it close. No mistake pitches.
Yep, you see his stats there.
And
Danny
the
Wills
batter
here
will
in
be the
Round Rock,
shortstop,
Texas.
Jordan
Producer and
Thompson.
engineer, the YouTuber back in our 1340 studios. It's Jordan Thompson. Double in the third, single in the fifth, halfway through the cycle for him.
And that one fouled off.
Fouled away.
Swing, and
That's
this one
popped
towards left
up.
center field. Pilar.
Pilar is under
And
it,
there's
will
one
make the
down.
catch. One away here in the seventh.
The left fielder, number 30, Chris O'Leary.
Now the left fielder, Bubba Aline.
One for two tonight. First pitch.
And a strike.
Strike one.
One out and the base is empty.
Ball one. 1-1.
Fly ball, left field.
Fly ball to
Mieses
left.
on the move.
Yes, this is under it for
Makes
the
the
second
grab for
out.
the second out.
Now back, the center fielder.
Next up for the Comets, Josue De Paul.
The Paula is up. Oh for two tonight.
Fastball for a
Called for a
strike.
strike.
2 down and
Strikeout in the first, hit by a pitch in the
And nobody
third,
aboard.
strikeout in the
Here in the
fifth,
top
so
half
two
of the
strikeouts.
seventh. High fly ball down the line and left. That drops in no man's land. A
Fouled
foul.
away. Mm-hmm.
Ball one there.
Oh, that's down.
Swing and a base
That's
hit.
a ground ball, that's a base hit.
That keeps the inning going.
Inning continues, that's the 10th hit for the Comets.
Now back, second baseman, Aaron.
Digging in for the Comets, Aaron Bracho. Picked first, back in easily. Ground ball, right side.
That's a ground
And it's
ball,
through
that's
for a
another
hit.
base
That's
hit.
2 straight, 2-out hits.
That's two straight
That's
two-out hits
back-to-back
for the
singles for these
Comets.
guys. Rolled over on that one a bit, but still managed to put enough behind it that it scooted through the infield for a base hit. Here's the third baseman, David Bodie. 1 for 3.
David Bodie is up. 1 for 3 tonight, that's called for a strike. Strikeout in the first, single in the fourth,
First and
strikeout in the
second, 2 down.
sixth.
Nope. Ball one.
Ball one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And the count 1-2.
Pitch.
Grounds this
That's a
one up the
ground
middle.
ball.
Calls it. They're in plenty of time.
That will be the force out to end the inning.
2 left on. Time to
No
stretch.
runs, a
The
couple of
Comets lead
hits,
it
2
3-1.
left. It's time to stretch in Round Rock. Comets lead it 3-1 here in the as we head the bottom of the seventh.
We're back, and a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh, Zach Jackson. Will get to work on holding this lead. The batter now,
Jackson.
Dustin Harris.
Second inning,
0 for 2
9
with a pair of
ERA,
strikeouts.
500 average against righties, nothing against lefties. Dustin Harris 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts. First pitch,
That's a ball.
high ball one.
1-0.
That'll be it for the starter.
This one in the air, center field, De Paula.
The ball under it, one to catch. First out in the 7th.
Now batting the 17th.
Kevin Pillar digs in now. Not a great shot for their offense so far. One of these hitters has to find a way to spark something and get them some runs.
Next pitch.
It clips the corner. Oklahoma City leading.
Final line for Bobby Miller. 1 run, 5 hits, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts.
By 2. You're in the bottom of the 7th, just past the stretch. 0-2, here's the pitch. It's ball 1.
That's ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Comets need a good result here.
Spoils the 2-strike offering, another coming up.
Out of the way. Next pitch.
Swung on and
Comets, strike 3 for the second out.
That wasn't an overpowering fastball, just low 90s, but he found a way to get it by him, even in a hittable location. More than one way to get a strikeout.
Cooper Johnson is up.
And here's the catcher, Cooper Johnson.
Ball, that's low.
That's ball 1. Blew out in the 2nd, walked in the 5th, so 0 for 1 with a walk.
1-0, here's the pitch.
That's ball 2.
Ball 2.
And there's a ball.
3.
Ball.
Nick Ahmed waiting for a
Ball
turn at the
3.
plate.
Nick Ahmed is up. Pitch.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Yep, strike 1. 3 balls and 1 strike. Here's the next pitch.
The 3-1 pitch. And that is going to bring the tying run to the plate.
4th walk for the pitching staff tonight.
The batter number 6.
Stepping to the plate for Round Rock, Nick Ahmed.
Ahmed is up. First pitch for Ahmed.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Ball 1. Line out in the 1st, single in the 3rd, struck out in the 5th. Comets trailing or leading 3-1, in the 7th.
And a big swing and a miss.
I got 1
The
ball,
Express with the tying run at the dish.
Tying run that pitch. Called for a strike.
And now 2-2.
That's 2. Down low, 2-2. Pitch.
That one just misses.
That's
The
ball
runner will be
3.
going
Trevor
here on 3-2,
Halver on
but
deck.
the hitter has to stay focused on the pitch and not get distracted. That one
Miss on the
95 to finish the
fastball up high
punch-out.
for strike 3 to end the inning.
On no
No runs
hits,
ahead and a
no
runner
errors,
left.
and a runner left. Looking ahead to inning number 8. Oklahoma
runs,
City
no
ahead in
hits,
this
and a
game,
runner
3-1.
left. Comets still lead 3-1.
Ready to get the 8th inning going. And here's the first baseman, Ryan Ward.
I'll bring up Ryan Ward to lead up the top of the 8th. Strikeouts in the 1st and the 4th, single in the 6th. We are in the top of the 8th.
And the curveball is down and in.
Curveball for ball 1. 120 here at Dell Diamond tonight. Excuse me.
Ball.
Ball 1. Or ball 2, excuse me. Sorry, I'm tired and I'm doing this at almost 4 o'clock in the morning.
And now the 2-0.
Next pitch.
Fouled off.
Fouled
left
away.
Side.
That's fouled away.
Two now.
2 balls and 2 strikes. The
Fouls
pitch.
it back with 2
Fouled away.
strikes. Fly ball down the line.
Fly ball to right field.
And
Foul.
no one can get to it. A foul ball. What an at-bat he's putting together. He's doing a great job of frustrating the pitcher, and that makes a mistake pitch more likely. Lands foul.
Fouled
We'll
away.
reset and
Still
do it
2
again.
balls and 2 strikes.
Two now.
Pitch.
Count full.
Ups. High ball 3. Dalton rushing on deck.
That one misses. It's a leadoff walk.
That's a
It
ball
definitely
4.
wasn't easy, but earned
The
the
walk
walk
for
after
the
a long
Express.
at-bat.
The catcher, Dalton.
So up next, Dalton rushing.
2 for 3. Struck out in the second, double in the fourth, single in the fifth. It's 3-1 Comets here in the eighth.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Low for ball 1.
That's ball 2.
Next pitch is ball 2.
Nobody out and a runner at first.
Pitch.
Hey.
Called for a strike.
That
Ball
misses.
3.
And now 3
Ball
and 1.
3.
13 pitches thrown already this inning, and just the second batter he's faced. They are really putting him through his paces. Late with the swing there.
And that's strike 2.
The count's full.
Count is full. Jesse Chavez trying to get something, trying to stop,
Now
put
the
up a
payoff
0.
pitch.
Here's the 3-2.
Ripped
There's
a
a
short call
nice
for the out.
catch for the first out of the 8th.
One of those plays that just goes to show that not everything is within your control on the baseball field. Batter did everything right and
Pretty
still
cozy.
didn't get the hit. Sometimes that's how it
0 for 3 tonight. Second, popped out in the fourth, double play in the
Coming up
sixth.
to the dish for Oklahoma City, Cody Hosey.
Runner!
The pitch, and there goes the runner from first. This one's low. Save.
Low.
Stolen base.
At the stolen base for Ryan Ward, his 6th on the year. Look at the replay of the stolen base by
here and one
Ryan
away.
Ward. 1-0, the next pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
1-1.
Outside corner, there's a strike.
One ball, 2 strikes.
1 ball and 2 strikes to Hosey. Chavez' next pitch.
And it's a
Popped
pop-up.
up.
Johnson drifting towards
Johnson
this
is under it.
That's
Makes
out
the
number
catch,
2.
and there's the second out.
Well, he got a lollipop of a breaking ball, but he couldn't quite get the swing just right. That's what caused the pop-up.
Newell.
And now the right fielder, Chris Newell.
Popped out in the second. Flew on the fourth, ground down the sixth.
Ball one.
First, ball one. 158 with runners in scoring position. Comets lead 3-1 in the eighth.
Nope, that's off
That's
the plate.
out.
Ball two.
That's inside ball two. Pitch.
Hot shot
That's
to
a
third.
ground ball over the first to end the inning.
And that'll do it.
No runs, a hit,
So it's
and a
4
runner
runs,
left.
no base hits,
We go
no
down the
errors,
eighth.
and 1 runner stranded. We head to the bottom of the eighth. Oklahoma City with the
It
lead,
is now
3-1.
3-1 still. OKC in the bottom of the eighth.
Now pitching for
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we
Garcia,
roll into the bottom
14th
of the
appearance,
eighth.
no record
Luis
for
Garcia
holding, 16
has some
innings,
nasty breaking stuff.
2.81 earn run average.
So digging in, Trevor Hauber.
the right fielder,
However,
Trevor.
walked in the first, double played in the third and the fifth as we get set for the eighth.
Ground ball to second
Ground ball's
base.
got it. Throw to first
And plenty
in
of time.
time.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Allen.
Now bring up Alan
Digging in for the
Trejo,
Express,
2 for
Alan
3
Trejo.
tonight. Single in the first, double in the third, line down the sixth. Comets still lead 3-1 here in the bottom of the eighth.
Ball, that's out.
One and 0, and the pitch.
Pitch.
Foul ball there. The Express trailing by 2 here in the bottom half of the eighth.
Next pitch. Fouled away.
One and 2, here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch.
Fly to left,
That's a fly ball to left field.
and a couple of
Up
quick
under it.
outs.
Next catch for the
Some
second
good
out.
fundamentals from the infielder as he ranged back on that play. You could lose track of where you are and start worrying that you're going to collide with the outfielder. Nice catch. And next, the cleanup hitter, Justin Foscue.
The
Over
dangerous
3 with
hitter
2
of
strikeouts
Justin
and a ground
Foscue
out.
is up.
Ball one.
It's called for a ball. Struck out in the first, ground out in the third, struck out in the sixth. No home runs so far in this game. Been all
1-0 pitch.
RBIs. The next pitch. It's called for a strike. 1-1 the count.
1-1.
Garcia's next pitch.
This
Here's a
to
ground ball. Bodie has got it. Throw to Ward at first. At first.
Out
End
the
of
spare,
the
and
inning.
That's the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors.
1, 2, 3, go.
The Comets
The
lead it
Express. We go the ninth. The Comets lead 3-1.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth.
Adrian
and there's a new
Hauser is
pitcher on the
up.
mound.
Double in the third and the fifth for Jordan Thomas. Flew on the
Hauser
seventh.
coming into a game trailing by a small margin, and so his job will be to keep it within reach for
First
the
pitch.
offense.
That's a fly ball to left
Fly ball
field.
out to left field.
That's going to get down for a base hit.
Should be extra bases here. In with a double. Makes it 2
That's a
on the ninth.
blooper.
Having a really
Reefer.
nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. That one might as well have been placed on a tee right down the middle. A hitter's dream and a pitcher's nightmare. So a runner aboard, Bubba Aline now at the plate.
Bubba Lean. 1 for 3 tonight.
And there's a breaking ball that
Side
drops
for
in.
a strike.
0-1.
RBI single in the third. Struck out in the fifth. Flew out in the seventh. Next pitch, Hauser's next pitch to Aline.
Ground ball
That's a
up the
ground
middle.
ball
Amen.
over the
That's
first for the first out.
Now batting, the center
It does, however, advance the runner to third.
Next up for the Comets, Josue De Paula.
De Paula is up. First pitch. There's a fly ball to deep right field. Going to be caught. That will be a sac RBI for De Paula, and the Comets lead at 4-1 now.
And they take a 3-run lead. Stepping to the plate for Oklahoma.
Aaron Broncho is up. Brewster Grotto will pitch the bottom of the ninth.
Bouncing ball
Out of the
here was
way.
foul. I'm sure he's not thrilled about giving up the run on the sac fly. Now he has to focus on ending this inning and giving his teammates a chance to reciprocate. Comes up empty.
Strike
At
two.
a certain point, you have to commit to swing.
Comets lead 4-1 now on an RBI.
Great pitch.
That's fouled away.
2 outs.
No
bases
home runs
empty.
for either team for the Round Rock Express or the Comets tonight. Out of the way.
And again on 0-2.
Next pitch.
Chases the changeup in the dirt.
That's strike three. That will end the inning. One run, one hit,
That
none
completes the
left.
strikeout.
Bottom of the ninth coming
So
up.
they get 1 run on 1 base hit. No errors. No one left. 5, 6, and 7 hitters will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. Comets out in front, 4-1.
Yep.
Now pitching for
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Brewster Grotterall. With this being a
Luis
save opportunity, not
Mieses.
much of a surprise that they're turning to the closer here.
Mieses is up. That's
in the
called
box
for a
now.
strike.
No balls and a strike.
After this game is over, we'll have your Comets post-game report. Grotterall's next pitch.
That one pushed
Out of the
foul
way.
out of play.
We'll recap
Off to the
tonight's scoring. One last look at the PCL International League and the Dodgers organization. Present your play of the game and a
Here's the
preview
0-2
tomorrow.
pitch. Swing
Swing and a miss, strike three.
And the leadoff batter set down here in the ninth.
now batting,
He's 2
Josh
outs
Hatcher
away.
flew out in the first. Fielder's choice in the fourth. Flew out in the
Next up
sixth.
for the Express, Josh Hatcher.
Comets leading 4-1 here in the ninth.
That one misses.
Inside ball
1-0.
one.
Wise to take that slider down and in. Very difficult to square that up.
This pitch.
That's a ball.
That's high. This pitch for Grotterall.
And that one
That's
hit
called for a
97
strike.
on the gun. Some serious velocity coming out of the pen, clearly.
Next pitch. Popped up. Bodie is under it. Round Rock is down their
And
final
2
out
down.
here in the ninth.
So down to their
Dustin
final
Harris.
out of this one.
Strikeout in the second and the fourth. Flew out in the seventh. He needs to do something here. Round Rock is down their final out here in the ninth.
Right back
That
to
will
the
do it. To Grotterall over the Ward to first to end the game. 1-2-3 go the Express. And the Comets will win here
4-1
tonight,
here today.
4-1.
Thanks for dropping by and joining me and our wonderful crew here on the show. I'm Ben Gelman. Talk to you soon.
Great win for the Comets. 4-12-0 for OKC, 1-5-0 for the Express. Bobby Miller gets his third decision out of 8. He will get the win. David Buchanan will take the loss. He'll fall to 3-3 as you look at the scoring. Round Rock did start off with Mieses' RBI, but that was all they scored. The Comets, thanks to Dalton Rushing, got the party started. And Bubba Aline's RBI single, what put the Comets in the lead for good. Broncho would put the Comets in the lead for good. And this is where this ends the game. And Grotterol gets his 8th save on the season. As you look at these stats, Jordan Thompson, the player of the game, which is surprising. So good. So Miller's 2-1. David Buchanan, the loss, 4 2/3, 3 runs, 6 hits, no walks, 8 strikeouts. He's 3-3. Brewster Grotterol's 8th save on the year. The win, the Comets have now pulled to now 2 games ahead of the Express. Comets, with the win, are 25-15. The Express fall to 23-17. But the good news is for both teams, we still have 5 more games left to go. Will it be another series split? Will it be even Stevens when we're done with Round Rock? We'll see here in Texas. Let's take a look at scores around the rest of the International and the PCL. Gwinnett beat Charlotte 7-5. Winning pitcher Domingo Gonzalez, his first one. He's 1-0. Buck Farmer, his 8th save on the year. The loss to Hagen Smith, his first loss. He's 0-1. Eddie Park homered for the Knights. Bobby DeBack and DJ Gagny had an RBI for Charlotte. Nacho Alvarez Jr., Connor Capel homered for the Stripers. David Fletcher and Jose Devers had RBIs for Gwinnett in the contest. We'll deal with the PCL last. Buffalo beat Worcester 8-2. Winning pitcher for the Bisons is Josh Walker. He's 3-3. The loss to Hunter Dobbins. He's 2-4. Tyler Miller had a 2-run homer for the Red Sox. DiMaggio Palmagani had a 2-run homer for the Bisons. Orielis Martinez, Michael Stefanik, and Jonathan Klass had 2 RBIs apiece for Buffalo in the contest. Durham beat Rochester 7-1 in the contest. Winning pitcher Mason Montgomery, he goes to 3-3. Mason Englert, his 2nd save on the year. He lost to Tyler Schaaf. He's 2-1. Tristan Peters had a 2-run homer for the Bulls. Jose Ramos, Logan Driscoll, Tanner Murray had 2 RBIs as well for the Bulls. Jackson Clough had the only RBI for the Red Wings of Rochester. Wilkes-Barre Scranton or Scranton Wilkes-Barre, either way, beat Toledo 7-5. Winning pitcher for them, Michael Rares, his first one, he's 1-3. The loss went to Sawyer Gibson Long, he's 2-4. The save to Jake Cousins, his 11th on the season. Justin Henry Malloy, Tomas Nido, and Bigla Madras had RBIs for Toledo. George Lombard Jr., Ben Rice had a 2- and 3-run homers respectively for Wilkes-Barre Scranton, and Alexander Vargas had 2 RBIs for the Rail Riders in the contest. Lehigh Valley beat Syracuse 6-4. Winning pitcher for the Iron Pigs, John McMillan, he's 4-2. Joe Cunell, his 11th save on the year. Reed Garrett took the loss. He falls to 0-3. Cody Clemens and Gabriel Racones Jr. homered for the Iron Pigs. Marcus Lee Sang also had 3 RBIs for Lehigh Valley. Joey Meneses, Ryan Clifford, and Drew Gilbert had RBIs for Syracuse. No home runs in that contest. Jacksonville beat Norfolk 6-4. As Justin King got the win, improves to 1-0. Xavier Curry's 9th save on the year. The loss to Colton Martin, he's 0-4. Nathan Martorella had a home run for the Jumbo Shrimp. Heriberto Hernandez, Matt Mervis, Brian Navarrito, and Maximo Acosta had RBIs for Jacksonville. Jackson Holiday, Addison Barger, and Dylan Carlson had RBIs for the Tide. St. Paul beat Indianapolis 6-1. Matt Caterino got the win in Purdue 2-5. Michael Tompkins, his 11th save on the year. Chase Shugart, the loss, he falls to 4-2. Anthony Prado, Kyle Ben Keto and Will Holland had RBIs for the Saints. Sac fly for Henry Davis for the Indians in the loss. Memphis shut out Nashville 4-0. Winning pitcher for the Redbirds, Drew Rum, he's 3-2. The loss to Chad Patrick, he's 0-4. There was no save. Only runs scored. Jimmy Crooks had a home run for the Redbirds. Mike Anatinko and Matt Kopernak had RBIs for Memphis in the contest. Iowa beat Louisville 4-3. Winning pitcher for the I-Cubs was Javier Assad. He's 2-1. Phil Bickford, his 14th save on the year. He lost to TJ Anton. He falls to 3-2. Austin Hendricks homered for the Bats. Former Dodger Gavin Lux also had an RBI for Louisville. Benjamin Cowles had a 2-run homer for the I-Cubs. Jonathan Long and Jordan Wogu had an RBI for the I-Cubs. Finally, Columbus beat Omaha 10-4. Winning pitcher Tristan McKenzie, he's 3-3. Eric Sabarwaski got his first save on the year. The loss to Tyson Guerrero, he falls to 2-5. David Fry, Alex Mooney homered for the Clippers. In fact, Fry had a grand slam. Jake Anachika, Angel Martinez, and Petey Hairpin had RBIs for the Clippers. Nick Prado, Gavin Cross homered for the Storm Chasers. And Tyler Gentry had an RBI for Omaha in the contest. Now to your PCL scoreboard this afternoon at Sutter Health Park in Sacramento. Sacramento beat Salt Lake 5-3. Spencer Blivens got the win approves of 2-4. Landon Ruff, his 10th save on the year. The loss went to John Anderson. He falls to 0-2. Christian Moore had a 2-run homer for the Bees. Marco Luciano had an RBI for the River Cats. And Jardo Pomerez hit a grand slam for Sacramento in the win. Reno beat Sugarland 3-2 to open that series. Kyle Nelson got the win approves of 3-0. John Curtis got his 8th save on the year. The loss to Miguel Castro, he's 0-2. Jesus Valdez had a 2-run homer for the Aces. Ivan Melendez had an RBI for Reno. Shea Whitcomb and Bryce Matthews had RBIs for the Space Cowboys. No home runs in that arena. Albuquerque beat Tacoma 7-6. Winning pitcher for the Isotopes, Seth Halverson. He is 2-0. Jeff Criswell, his 4th save on the year. Loss for the Rainiers went to Trevor Gott. He's 2-3. Rade Tellez hit a 3-run homer for the Rainiers. Ripland Thomas, Jack Lopez had an RBI for the Rainiers. Sean Bouchard had a home run for the Isotopes. Adele Amador, Kesson Hira, Chris Bryant, and Greg Jones had RBIs for the Isotopes. El Paso beat Las Vegas 6-3 to open that series. Efren Contreras got the win for 2-3. Brian Hoeing, his 4th save on the year. Matt Crook, the loss, falls to 1-3. Ripken Reyes, Mason McCoy, Forrest Wall, Ryan Wilson, and Clay Dunyan got RBIs for the Chihuahuas. Drew Avens had 3 RBIs for the Aviators in that contest. Around the Dodgers organization, Los Angeles Dodgers, after a good road trip and had the day off yesterday, they took on the Athletics, which they won by a score of 4-3. Give me 1 second. I need to do this. Don't need that crap on this channel. They went 2-1. Blake Snell got the win approves of 4-0. Luis Severino, his loss falls to 2-3. Esteri Ruiz had an RBI for the Athletics. Michael Conforto had a home run for the Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani had an RBI for the Dodgers as well. Dodgers will continue their series against the Athletics. Tyler Glasnow for the Dodgers. Jeffrey Springs for the Athletics. Around the Dodgers minor league system, AA Tulsa was shut out by Northwest Arkansas 3-0. Beckway got the win got the win for 3-0. Justin Jarvis 2-3. The loss. Only runs scored. Milo Rushford, home run for the Nationals. Rivertown, Peyton Wilson had RBIs for Naturals as they held Tulsa to a season-low 2 hits. On the year, they have a day game tomorrow morning. Comets will continue their series against the Express. It'll be a 7:05 first pitch tomorrow night. Gavin Stone will pitch for the Comets. He is 3-1 with a 3.93 earned run average, as he is coming off a good outing as he pitched a no-hitter against the Isotopes. He'll take on Emiliano Teradillo for the Express. He's 4-1 with a 3.20 earned run average. Our live coverage begins at 6:50 with Comets on deck here on 1340 The Game, 1340thegame.com, or anywhere on your mobile device with the free iHeartRadio app and the Valley Sports Live app. Comets win it 4-1 over the Express. 4 runs, 12 hits, no errors for OKC. 1 run, 5 hits, no errors for the E-Train. Bobby Miller got the win. It proves to 2-1. Bruce Stargardner, his 8th save on the year. The loss to David Buchanan, he falls to 3-3. With the win, the Comets are 25-15. The Express at 23-17. For our producer and engineer, the YouTuber, back in our 1340 studios, I'm Dean DeVoe saying good night from Round Rock, Texas at Dell Diamond. Thanks as always for joining us. We appreciate your listenership and your support. Hope you'll do it again tomorrow. You've been listening to OKC Comets Baseball, presented by Heartland Flyer.